I told a few friends of mine I would do this video, and I kind of like to just have a visual of what my garden looks like throughout things. So every few weeks or so, I sort of do a little video of this whenever I can actually get out and walk. But today I'm going to give a little bit of a tour of my art studio and a little tour of my garden because that just went nuts and it makes me very happy. So look at these little baby figs. They are doing really, oh, not so baby. Wow, I had not seen that. Those are doing great. And this grapevine, I had no idea it was actually going to produce this year. It's still a baby. And that's my little curry plant, which smells amazing. And the roses are going through their second bloom now, which is stunning. And I will show you that in just a second. There is my baby apples. They're grown up nice. I think those are pink ladies, if I remember correctly. And oh, the birds are starting to get to them. Darn it. There's no way I can even net this, so I will just have to hope that these little brats will actually do their job and not hurt hummingbirds, but actually get those jays to stop eating all of my stuff. They just picked my blueberry bush clean, which makes me very sad. Peaches are doing really well. This is our chicken coop. You can hear the ladies. So I actually had to change the times for my interviews. I used to like to do them at 10 a.m. my time, but that is when the chickens decide to sing the song of their people. So I had to change that because right around like 10 o'clock in the morning, they just go into a massive group chatting, singing moment. There's another peach tree over here. You can kind of hear them. There's Mother Clucker back there. This is their chicken coop. And this is their tunnel. If you've watched this channel before, you know we have a nice little chicken tunnel over here. And this is where I spend most of my time, is right here looking at this. Right back there is where I keep my vegetable garden. I have another pear tree back there, but these roses smell so amazing. And this little girl just sits right here and guards the entrance. So I won't go back there right now, but we have apple trees back there, some other grapevines, and most of our vegetables. All right, so I'm just gonna give a quick tour of my studio. It's a Tuff shed that I bought directly from Tuff Shed. It's basically the thing you buy at Home Depot. Because it is small, even though it has 2 stories, it is under the limit that I would need to have a permit. So up there is the loft. It has a bed, a desk. We have electricity here, but we don't have plumbing. And it is a mess, partly because my cats got in here and knocked everything over. Originally, because I was a photographer before Eller Stainless got unmanageable, this was going to be my photography studio. And I did a few shoots here, but now I can't really do that anymore. I do maybe 1 shoot a year. It takes me 3 to 4 months to recover after a photo shoot. So that is heartbreaking and frustrating, but I do other things now. Aside from running the podcasts, I have 2 and a third one on the way. I also do woodworking, and I would love to talk to Glowforge about this because that's what I have. It's an incredible gift, and it has allowed me to still be a craftsman, even though I'm disabled and I can't use my hands as much. Before I became a photographer, I was a jeweler, and I still mess around. Whenever my hands allow, I'll make a pair of earrings if I want something. I like shoulder dusters really, really like below clavicle, and no one sells them. So every once in a while, I'll just make a pair of earrings, but usually I come over here and I photograph the woodworking stuff, or I mostly get away from everyone. During COVID, we have basically 3 adults, 1 teenager, all doing their thing here in the house, and we only have a 1,300 square foot house, which is exactly how I like it, but it got a little claustrophobic. And I don't know if any of you have experienced this, but I sort of, as mom, am the centrifugal force of the family. And if I want any alone time to think without hearing mom screamed at me nonstop, I have to go somewhere. And this has been wonderful. Usually it takes them a minute to find me. This is a weirdly comfortable couch. I used it for years in my studio. A door I picked up in Carmel, and my mom built this. And my canes, of course, I keep those up here for when I need to get back down, and I keep my supplies in this little stair thing that my mom built that goes all the way up to the top. I have to reorganize. Obviously, this is a disaster, but I do keep most of my art books here, and anything that sort of just inspires me, I keep up here generally just so I can curl and read very weird books about the history of gardens or lowbrow art and get inspired. I also finish off most of my woodworking projects up here where it stays out of the family's way. And I have my favorite picture ever of my best friend for the last 40 something years of us when we were just little itty bitties. I keep most of the photos up here. You can kind of see I have a photo wall up there, which I can't get to anymore. I can't get up these stairs, so that has now become the teenager space. Again, this is Tuff Shed. Just had the person come over, just checked all the boxes of what I wanted, and they built this. The cats will sit right out here and meow at me until I let them in, or they go up to the top where I can't bring them back out again. It is frustrating for all of us. All right. Thanks so much for listening and watching, and I hope the people who asked me to make this, hope that kind of answers some of your questions about the Tuff Shed. I have some projects planned. Let's see, please don't get dizzy, but I'm going to show you my ceiling. I hate it. I'm planning on getting some decorative molding and doing some murals up on top, or doing some pressed tiles on the top. So that'll be fun. All right. Thanks, everyone. Be kind, be gentle, and in whatever way it looks like to you, be a badass.